Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com with another video on MercedUI. Now another thing that's always annoying is iterating over arrays of data when you get back. So like in JavaScript you would use the map function and you would just map a bunch of JSX. But we're not using JSX, we're using template literals, so you're essentially building a giant string. So what I did is I created a function that allows you to do map but to a string. Okay, so basically we're doing our builder here. So first let's create an array. So const my array equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, save. And I want to make my template, so let's go back to our builder. And I want to make my template be like a whole, just basically going over that array. Then I can use the mapToString function. Okay, mapToString, what it does is going to take the array, so my array, and then just like normal map, it takes a callback that works literally like map. So it will take the value, each value to be iterated over, and the index, and then curly brackets, and then each time it'll return h1, okay, and then we'll interpolate the value. Okay, slash h1. Cool. And now that just is going to iterate over that array and return a string made up of the h1s for each item in the array. So that way I don't have to repeat that template over and over again over several different. You could also just make a separate component, which would also work fine too. But yeah, so let's see that work out. Okay, let's hit refresh. And there you go. See, it maps. Now again, both components have the same builder function, so you see it happen twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's pretty cool. So that's mapToString. It just basically makes it easy to iterate over an array. There are some other functions. There's a mapToDOM string, where basically you can just iterate the array directly to a DOM element. So you can literally sit there and just say, hey, just map this template to this div over here. And there's also bind data, which does the same thing, except it's going to return you a function, which is kind of like state, which is referred to as a store, where you can update the data that it uses and render that template without actually creating a separate component. It's just, you're just saying, hey, rerun that thing. So that's in there. It's in the documentation. Probably not as needed as it was before, because I made all these. Because I made the MercedElement thing, and that kind of really takes care of a lot of that. But these are different ways you can iterate over data to build out your templates and minimize the amount of code you have to type in. Okay. So basically, yeah, that's cool.